Here we go, Disney's Hollywood Studios. Please welcome your season 12 finalists, Aubrey Clellan, Curtis Finch Jr., Paul Jolly, Jeff Lange, Bernell Taylor, Lazaro Arnos, Chanel Arthur, Amber Hogum, and Angie Miller. So we want to welcome you guys, first of all. Thank you so much for stopping by and having some fun with us. It's going to be a great time. And you guys excited to be here with us? Yeah! I love the fun I see you guys having. Fans, what do you think about the top 12 being here with us today? So we wanted you to come by for maybe a bit of a Q&A and ask some questions about the season, about the tour. And I think we're going to get started with Aubrey. Because here's the question I have for you. You know, when you go on to American Idol, obviously the goal is to become the next idol, but also there's that notion that, listen, that top 10, I'm going to get to go on this tour. What was the moment like for you? You got the phone call, found out America, the fans, voted for you to be on this tour. What was that like for you?
It was amazing. I was actually on stage when I found out in front of a camera, so you saw my initial reaction. It was awesome. I just feel so blessed to be here, and thank you to anyone who helped to get me here.
Curtis, I want to turn it over to you for a second. Now, I want to have a little bit of fun, because on the show, and just even right now, the fans can see what a fun-loving...
What's up, Orlando?
There it is, right?
I said, what's up, Orlando?
So, as I was putting my questions together, I thought Curtis is the guy I feel like I can go to get some real dish.
Yes.
Get some real answers when I'm talking to Curtis. So here's what I want to know. Everybody on this panel, who takes the longest to get ready? Who's the one that's taking a while to get ready when it's time?
Out of the boys, probably Lazaro. And out of the girls, all of them take long.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Paul, let me turn it over to you for a second.
How's it going, everybody?
A lot of ladies screaming out there when Paul was coming up the street, that's for sure. This tour is obviously very special for you guys. I really want to go back to night one, first show, first tour, backstage. What is the energy like right before that first song kicks in? What does it feel like for you guys?
I personally can't even explain it. You know, this is a lifelong dream, I feel like, for all of us, you know. It's just something that we've all dreamed about. And just to look out right now and see everyone just like our first show, it's the most surreal moment you can ever have in your life. And I thank everyone for everything. On behalf of all of us, thank you. Yeah.
Devin.
What's up?
Special having you here, I gotta tell you. It really is. We love having everybody here, but you gotta remember that, you know, Devin, you got started in that theater right over there.
Yeah, you know, was it last year? 2 years ago, last year? I think it was last year. And I remember my grandmother, she's actually in the audience right here. She's the one that came with me. And we were just like, hey, let's try it out. You know, we like to sing, right? And I tried it out, and I went through the whole process, and I remember just getting that golden ticket and being like, wow, I guess I really have to audition for the show now. And I'm honored to say that I got to meet these amazing singers, and I get to travel with them. So it's been a dream come true, and it started right here.
It's an amazing thought, isn't it? Got started right at that theater. And to that point, I mean, there are people in this audience that maybe tomorrow are thinking about going to audition for the show, going to audition for the Idol experience. What advice do you personally have? You're living proof that this can happen with a dream team. What advice do you have for those guys out there?
It's going to sound really silly, but just do it. It's really that simple. Just don't let your fears get in the way of anything. You can't lose anything. You really cannot. I mean, you go in there, and the one thing you can gain is experience. And with that can take you far. I did it, and I got a golden ticket, and I was like, all right, it's not going to stop there. We're going to go to the American Idol in Chicago, where I'm from, and I did it. And, I mean, we made 8th place. I mean, I'm honored.
Now you're on stage like this. Incredible, incredible testament, man. Well, congratulations to you, Devin. Bernell Taylor. Bernell Taylor. Listen. You were a guy who went into audition and people heard that voice just in the audition, and it sounded amazing. And then, as you progressed throughout the season, it was like Bernell 2.0 coming out. I mean, from the way you dressed, the way you looked. What inspired this transformation that we saw in you throughout the season?
I mean, after I auditioned, I thought about something that I wanted to do different about myself. I just didn't know what it was going to be. And, you know, I had a treadmill at home that I never used, never touched. Like, my grandmother bought the treadmill and it collects dust. And I'm like, why did y'all buy it? So, you know, I got on the treadmill and I was like, you know I'm not going to lose no weight. And week after week, I was losing weight, and I was like, wow, I feel like a new person. So it's amazing, and I'm so thankful for what American Idol did for me. You know, I didn't win, but it still helped me out in so many ways, because I would have never lost weight just on a regular day. It would have never happened.
And I think everybody up here are winners, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we are.
That's what matters. Lazaro!
Oh, Jesus. Hi.
Oh, come on, man, not anymore.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. And here's what's really cool for you too. You know, it's kind of, for us, it's kind of a homecoming for Devin to come back with a dream ticket. You're a native Floridian, though.
Yes, I am.
What is it like to perform in front of your home crowds in the state of Florida?
We were going tomorrow, so we'll see. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I know Florida's going to support Lazaro tomorrow night, right?
Thank you.
Janelle, how's it going?
It's going great.
You know,
How are y'all doing?
what do you guys think? One of the coolest moments, I think, for all of you as the season, you know, whittles down, you get to the top 10, all of a sudden you've got these celebrity guests coming on the show with you. You've got celebrity mentors. Was there anybody in your mind, what do you think as the season went along? Is there anybody that stuck out that really made a big impression on you as a singer and as a performer?
Out of everyone that we saw this season, I'd say it was Smokey Robinson for most of us, because he was...
Curtis, who's that?
He knows who Smokey Robinson is. He just didn't really meet him, but... no, Smokey Robinson was so awesome. He was so humble, and he's a legend. And he gave us some great advice, and the song I did my own arrangement of, he even gave me his own take on it, and it ended up really helping me in the long run, and I just love him to death. So.
That's great. Yeah. Have somebody of that caliber take one of your songs
Absolutely.
and help you make it even better.
Yeah.
And we're going to pass it over now to Amber. And speaking of homecomings, we just talked to Lazaro about being in Florida. You guys just performed in Houston, your hometown.
We did, and I'm like a baby. I'm so homesick. So, you know, to be in Houston, to see my family and my mom and my grandma and everybody just come out and support me, it was an amazing feeling.
Excellent. Excellent. Angie, thanks for taking the time as well. It took a minute to get to you, though.
Hi!
So, throughout this season, from your first audition, you kind of were a front runner from the beginning. I mean, you had a lot of fans. You did the original songs. Twitter went nuts. We saw those numbers climbing. And now, on the road in this tour, you're getting to play some of your own original material. What's that like for you as a songwriter to be able to do that?
Oh, it feels amazing. It really does. That's hi, love you too. First of all, it's amazing actually being on tour now, because before it almost felt like we were performing to a camera, like to a TV. You know what I mean? So now it's amazing being able to be on tour performing to people, and the fact that I get to sing some original stuff just means the world, to be able to share my heart with people. And I know that we all want to do that. We all want to work on our own stuff and music that's from our own hearts, and put out albums that you guys can listen.
I know they're going to be checking out. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by. I wish I had more time to just sit and chat, but as you know, we've got the American Idol Experience finale show tonight, 7 o'clock. Someone's going to walk away with a dream ticket, just like Devin Velez, and who knows what's going to happen. Maybe they'll end up on this stage next season. And don't forget, these guys tomorrow night are going to be at the Amway Center, 7:30, for the 2013 American Idol Live Tour. Did you guys have a good time with us up here, though? Did you enjoy yourselves, Idols? And what about you guys, the fans? Did you guys have a good time? You gotta love the fans, and here's the thing, there's actually one very special fan that wanted to come say hello to you guys before I let you go. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mickey Mouse! center stage, the idols around you. How about that? Let's do it. Come on up here. Center stage, get those cameras ready, guys. Very unique opportunity right now. Your Season 12 finalists and Mickey Mouse. There it is. Mickey, I'll let you lead these guys off stage. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. Right this way, we'll get them on their way. And for the fans, you still have one more shot to see them. Once we clear the street, these guys are going to head back down to the motorcade right down Hollywood Boulevard. So they're going to jump back in their cars if you want to take a last-minute photo. We're going to clear the street, they're going to head right down Hollywood Boulevard. And don't forget, tomorrow night, it is the place to be, the Amway Center. These guys are going to be rocking it in downtown Orlando, 7:30. For the 2013 American Idol Live Tour. So the motorcade's coming back up as soon as we clear the street, and we'll see you at the finale show at the American Idol Experience.